Hi guys, Dr. Raina here to tell you the truth about teeth. In this video today, we're going to talk about whether or not you should have a filling or a crown, which most people know of, or an onlay, which is something that I do a lot of, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about it. I've got my trusty little model here to show you guys all about it. So I often say to patients, imagine teeth are a bit like houses. Okay, so you've got your four walls, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your roof on the top. Okay, so if you've got a hole just in the roof of your mouth, roof of your tooth, then a filling works really well because you've got 4 strong walls holding it together and able to keep that filling into place. Once you have one of the holes in the roof and one of the walls is broken down, then a filling still works really well because you've still got 3 strong walls around that filling holding it into place. But once you get to this scenario where you've essentially lost the roof, you've lost this wall and that wall, so essentially 1, 2, 3 surfaces out of the 5 has gone, then if you just place a massive filling in there just like that, then you'll see every time you chew and eat, these 2 walls of the tooth microscopically flex and bend, and they can cause little crack lines on the teeth here. And then this is when sometimes I have patients coming in and they say, oh doctor, my tooth is just broken, this part of the tooth is just sheared away because there's too much stresses on the tooth. So in this scenario, when I get this kind of cavity, when I'm cleaning the tooth and I see this, or we can predict that beforehand, then what I tend to prefer to do is something called an onlay. And what that is basically what you're doing is just removing a little bit of the roof of the tooth and you're placing a new onlay onto that tooth, a new roof essentially. And then what that does is every time you chew and eat, the forces are dissipated downwards into the tooth evenly, so you're not getting any shearing forces at all, which is much healthier and will keep your restoration much stronger. That's my preference. Some people will go on to do what's called a crown. What a crown does is essentially you've got the middle part of the tooth and then you're placing a full crown over it. Now what you would have to do is actually cut down these parts of the walls, which are actually healthy and strong, to place a crown over the top. I actually only do crowns if I'm replacing an existing crown because they are actually quite destructive. Again, we used to do them because that was the only option we had, but now with the advancement in dental bonding, an onlay is perfectly feasible to do because you've got really, really good bond strength and you're preserving the natural healthy tooth structure and the natural healthy walls. So that's definitely what I would recommend. Fillings, if it's one surface on the roof or one of the walls is broken down, as soon as you get to this scenario where you can see you've lost 3 walls, then definitely try and go for an onlay. So actually what I do when I'm going through my treatment plan with my patients is I will show them every single tooth and I will explain the scenario, and you find that as you get onto a few teeth, the patients start telling you that's going to be a filling, that's going to be an onlay, because they can already see and they can count how many surfaces. So again, it's learning to talk with your dentist and speak to them, ask them to show you photos of the teeth, ask them to explain why you're having a filling or an onlay or a crown, and hopefully together you can choose the best long-term durable options for your teeth. Alright guys, hope that's been useful. Take care, bye.